Executive Director for HelpAge Belize.
Welcome, Ms. Bulwer, to the Port Loyola Public Library. This morning, we would like to ask you a few questions in regards to International Day of Older Persons.
What have influenced you to be an older person, and how do you see the importance of older person?
Okay, October 1st. For the past 30 years, October 1st has been designated by the United Nations as International Day of Older Persons. And HelpAge has been celebrating that day. This year, the theme is pandemics. Do they change how we see age and aging? And this reflects on the population which we work with. We work with older persons. So the question is, the pandemics, do they change how we see age and aging? Yes. The pandemic, this COVID pandemic has brought to the forefront the challenges faced by older persons globally. And specifically to Belize, it brought out the challenges that our older persons are having with social welfare support, challenges in areas of health, and challenges in areas of wellness. You know, you're talking about food security, you're talking about income security, you're talking about wellness. It brings up the challenges. Do we have programs in place specific for older persons? Do we have projects in place to address the needs of older persons? It brought out the gaps. It identified areas of weaknesses. It brought to the forefront that we need to look at programs. We need to look at policy change to ensure that our older persons are not left behind, to ensure that our older persons are not discriminated against, to ensure that our older persons have access to food, to ensure that our older persons are not kept isolated, to ensure that our older persons have friendly environment. Right now, COVID-19 has caused us to physical distance, to limit interaction with others. So what happened? Our older persons are left isolated. What services are available besides HelpAge and some other organization working with and for older persons? What government programs are in place to ensure that our older persons have access to the treatment that they need? Why I say the treatment that they need, it is so important for us to recognize that 13.1% of our population, adult population, are affected by non-communicable diseases. What do I mean by that? They are affected by diabetes, hypertension, they have heart problems, and they have all the complications from these non-communicable diseases. Do you hear on the radio what programs they can access countrywide to ensure that they continue to see a doctor, to continue to receive their treatment? Are you hearing those on radio? Are you hearing that older persons have access to random COVID testing? Because COVID affects mostly our elderly. Okay?
How does it feel to work with older person?
For me, as a nurse, I think not only think I know, and I feel that sense of commitment because I see the need. I recognize it's a labor of love. Money is not where I'm working, it's an NGO. So we have to work with what we have. We have to go there and love it. And I take pride in doing that because older persons have rights. And with my nursing background and my experiences working with government and with other NGOs, I am utilizing those skills and those experiences to address the needs of older persons, working with other agencies, working with private sector, businesses, individuals, international partners to really meet those needs for older persons.
What are some of the most important lessons you feel you have learned over the course of working with older persons?
There's several lessons I have learned. One is that the value placed on older persons is not there. You hear of programs, you hear of projects being provided, whether it's economic projects, the non-contributory pension fund. It's not for all older persons. It's only for a few. I have also learned that health, although it's available, it's not accessible to all. And especially our vulnerable older persons who have problem with moving around, who have problem with finances. Other lessons I've also learned that the importance of sending persons who specialize in elder care. There's a gap there. And so we need nurses who are trained in geriatric care. We need persons who are trained to provide assessment, geriatrician, an older person doctor. We need physiotherapists because as they live, they should be living a dignified way. They should have the opportunity to continue to exercise physically, mentally. So I have learned a lot that we have not been paying enough attention to address the needs of all older persons.
Thank you, Ms. Bulwer, for this interview.
It was certainly a pleasure.